Can you imagine if Earth had a giant mountain range that rose 12 miles high and stretched more than halfway around the planet? Well, on the moon Iapetus, that's reality. Iapetus is Saturn's third largest moon, and it's the 11th largest moon in the solar system. In terms of surface area, it's about 6 times smaller than Earth's moon and 75 times smaller than Earth itself. But despite its small size, Iapetus is home to one of the most fascinating features in the entire solar system, the equatorial ridge. Located along the equator of Iapetus, the equatorial ridge is more than 12 miles high, double the height of Mount Everest, and the third highest known mountain structure in the solar system. It also runs for just over 800 miles, or roughly the same distance as New York City to Chicago. And the scale of this feature relative to the size of Iapetus itself is incomprehensible. If you scaled up the size of the equatorial ridge and placed it on Earth, then it would be over 100 miles high and run for over 7,000 miles. For reference, Mount Everest is about 5.5 miles high, and the Andes, which are the longest mountain range on Earth, run for only 5,500 miles. So the equatorial ridge is truly unlike anywhere else in the solar system. But despite its impressive size, the origin of the equatorial ridge remains unknown. One theory is that Iapetus once had a moon of itself that was eventually torn apart and formed a ring around the moon, before slamming into the equator and creating the equatorial ridge. Another theory is that the ridge was formed by more traditional mountain building processes, such as volcanism or faulting. Yet another theory is that the ridge formed when the rotation of Iapetus rapidly slowed from 17 hours to its current rotation rate of 79 days. But regardless of how it formed, one thing remains true. The equatorial ridge on Iapetus is unlike anything else we have ever seen. Comment below if you wish Earth had its own equatorial ridge, and follow for more geography content.